And then is that when you hooked up with the ICCW?
Yeah, I did come back, yeah, and then I was working a lot of spot shows in the Northeast. And then after about a year and a half, Steve, then I hooked up with the Savoldis, IWCCW.
Yeah.
The guy who was running the book there was a guy named Tony Rumble, another guy who passed away, the Boston Bad Boy. So he basically saw a lot in me. I was doing this Tazmaniac gimmick. I got into this Tazmaniac gimmick because I was, shorter and stockier and dark complexion. So I had quick feet, so I was very fast. So, about it was back then, the gimmicks were in, So I figured, let me try this thing out, and no one was biting on it, none of the promoters really, for the most part. And this guy, Tony Rumble, had the book for the IWCCW, and he would book me a lot. And they had a little TV promotion that was on Sports Channel back in the day in the Northeast. And I was just trying to get work with them all the time, and then eventually it morphed into that where, Tony Rumble was the guy who really gave me my first break.
How was the money then?
Shit. I mean, I was getting probably, 50 to 75 bucks, probably $75 a night. And then I rapidly worked my way up to card, and I was making around $100 a night. After about 6 or 7 months, I was getting over. I was connecting to the audience, and I always wrestled with a chip on my shoulder. Always had a fucking rage in me, no matter what gimmick I was doing, and it kind of, the people kind of felt it, and people connected, no matter if I was a heel or a good guy or a bad guy, heel or babyface.
So then the IWCCW has its, run, and then you end up teaming up with Joe Chetty. And then you guys head to what is then called Eastern Championship Wrestling as the Tazmaniacs.
Yeah, well, it was right before Eastern. We were doing the Tazmaniac gimmick towards the tail end of the IWCCW, and what was cool about that was we were working in, like, the old buildings that Vince's father used to run in, like Allentown, PA, and Hamburg, Pennsylvania, and all those buildings that Heyman started to run with ECW later on. But we would work the TV for the Savoldis there, and Joe was just, he never really officially trained to be a pro wrestler. He was a guy who was just a straight stuck football player, was a running back for the Buffalo Bills, during the scab years, and then played for the Philadelphia Eagles, and was just an insane, amazing amateur wrestler, and he did not want to really continue the business. He only lasted, honestly, about 6 months in the business, and he wanted to be a teacher, a school teacher, which he still is. He coaches football, he coaches wrestling here on Long Island at a high school, and a very big high school, and he's a health teacher, and he's very happy.